Hey guys, this is my review for the Tascam DR-05. So all the audio you're hearing right now, as in this very voiceover, is being recorded by the actual unit. So I'm going to start things off with a quick unboxing. As you can see, it's a pretty normal box, nothing special here. As I dig inside, you'll see two AA batteries that are included. That's kind of a nice addition. And the actual unit's crammed into this styrofoam packaging, which I'll just wrestle free from the box. So there's the unit, and you also get a mini USB cable and a manual. I haven't bothered reading the manual yet. I don't think it's really necessary. The device is pretty easy to use, as I'll show a bit later. So the DR-05 is Tascam's answer to the Zoom H1. The H1 is a really popular recorder. It only costs around $100, and I think Tascam just wanted to get in on the action, so here it is. The Tascam DR-05. It sells for around $100 and it has many of the same features as the Zoom H1. So I'll just show you some of the external features of the unit. This is the side, of course. It has a mini USB port and a micro SD slot. They give you this 2 GB card free with the unit. On the other side, yeah, it's pretty sparse. You have a hold switch and a line out / headphone jack. So moving on to the top of the unit, you can see where you can plug in an external mic. It's just a mini jack, so I don't think it's that important, but you know, it's nice to have in case you need it. So I'm going to fire the unit up for the first time. You got to hold that power button down for about 2 seconds for it to boot, and the actual boot is around, I'd say, 3 seconds. So all in all, it's about 5 seconds to get it going. I really like the screen. It's big enough to read, it's backlit, and it shows a bunch of information. So I'm going to start right away here. I hit the record button, and it's not actually recording. It goes into like a standby mode where you can monitor the levels. So here I am snapping my fingers, just making sure I'm not getting any clipping. And when I'm ready, I hit the record button again, and the timer starts going, and now it's actually recording. So if I hit the record button once more, it goes into pause mode, and I hit it once more and it's back recording again. Real simple. So when it's recording, if I want to adjust the levels, if my audio source is, let's say, too quiet or too loud, I can hit the forward and back buttons here and, you know, simply adjust the levels in real time. If I hit the plus and minus buttons, this will adjust the volume. So if I'm listening to what I'm recording with a pair of headphones, I can adjust the volume with those controls all the time. So to finalize the recording, you just hit the stop button, and then the next time you record, it'll start a new file. So that's basically how you use the unit. Those are the essential controls for recording and playback. Right now I'm just going to show you how to delete a file. You hit the quick button, you hit the play button to delete, and then once more to confirm. It's real easy to delete files right from the main menu there. So now I'm going to show some of the internal settings so you can adjust, for instance, if you want to record in WAV or MP3. You can see a variety of bit rates it offers. It's quite versatile. And when it comes to recording in stereo or mono, I really like the fact that it handles mono properly. So you'll get audio coming out of the left and right channels, but only one channel will be original. And this can double the amount of time you can record to your SD memory card. So for something like this voiceover I'm doing, I'm using mono, but for something else, like if I'm recording live music, I would of course use stereo. So here are some playback settings. I don't think this folder or this menu is very important, but it does offer you a simple EQ. So if you have a lot of files recorded to your memory card, you can use the browser here and sort through all your recorded audio files and also submenus. The unit has a built-in speaker on the back that I'm showing you right here. You need to enable it from the menu, and when it plays back audio, it's super quiet. It's a very low power speaker, and you need to hold it up to your ear kind of like a telephone. but it's still better than having then no speaker at all. So if you don't have your headphones with you or something, I suppose you could use that speaker in a pinch. So now I'm just showing some other menu options here. This is really neat. This is the chromatic tuner. So if you have a guitar or you want to check the pitch of your voice, you can just, sing into the microphone and it'll show you what key you're in. And I was just whistling there and, it works just fine. So the last thing I want to show you is the system menu. This is where you can adjust things like the backlight and auto shut off so you can save some battery life. You can even tell the unit what kind of batteries you're using. And the last thing here is the formatting. There's like a quick format option. Let's say you got to get rid of a whole bunch of files at once. You can just hit that and it'll wipe your card. So when you're in playback mode, you can speed up or slow down what you've recorded, which is kind of neat. And the last thing I'm going to show you is how to mark when you're recording. You just hit that mark button, simple as that, and it'll drop a mark. So I think that about concludes all the features I want to show you. I've left some features out, but those are the main ones that I think you'll be most interested in. Here I am plugging in the device with the USB cord, and as you'll see, it'll give me two options right away when I boot up. I can either use the device normally and just have it powered over USB, or I can go into storage mode here and transfer files off of the unit onto my computer. So I really like this unit. If you can't tell, I'm pretty impressed with it. For $100, the build quality is very good. It feels great in my hand. You can see it right there. And see all these buttons? They're all within range of my thumb. It's just like using a smartphone or an iPod. All the buttons are on the face of the unit. You can see what's going on and use it really easy. As I've showed you, the menus aren't very deep or complicated, and the screen is very viewable. On the back here, you have these little shock absorbers, so you can lay it down on a surface and not touch it and hit record, and it'll do a great job. And as I was saying with the design of the unit, I really, really like it. It's much better than Zoom H1. The Zoom H1 is small, it's lightweight, and for some people, that's what they need. But if those features aren't, completely necessary, I would definitely get the Tascam DR-05 just on build quality alone and ease of use. Using the buttons on the Zoom one, they're all on the spine of the device on the side, and I found it very difficult to manipulate. But with the DR-05, after about 5 or 10 minutes with the device, I felt right at home with it. The other thing that I liked was the big backlit screen, of course, and it's all the information is there. It's easy to access. As for audio quality, obviously you're hearing my voice in a mono recording right now, and it should sound pretty clear to you. But compared to the Zoom H1, I think they're very comparable. I think, with either device, you're going to be happy with the audio quality that you get, considering the price point that they're sold at. Now, the Tascam DR-05 has been shown to record a little better from the low end, a little more bass. So that might be something to consider if you're looking at both units. So anyways, thanks for checking out my review, and I'll see you next time.